You're on.
Hi everyone, Sarah here from the Paper Cut. It's Waterfall Friday night. Let's make sure that I have video and we have sound. There I am video, so video's working. I think sound is working. Yep, it is. Okay, so Friday night, we're not usually here, but it's part of Warehouse Sale Week. That's September. It's mini May event week, so we're here on a Friday night. We're doing Waterfall Friday. But first, a couple things. Tomorrow, we have Crafters Classroom. I'm on at, I have to think about this every time, 2:15 Central, 3:15 Eastern, 1:15 Mountain, 12:15 Pacific. So, yay! Anyways, magic cards tomorrow. Your homework for that is coloring the mouse and the chicks just on the cardstock. Don't do anything with the acetate, just color the cardstock. You don't have to do any brush blending unless you want to. We're going to do that during the craft along. So, and then mini May event week. So I did not add any more specials today. I know people were wanting that last night, but I didn't do it. But I did add two things to the website this morning. So if you were in last night's class, you know that we got the printed slimline papers in, and let's see, there you can see them. And anyways, I didn't have this entered yesterday. I do have it entered now. It is under bulk papers. Way down in the bottom, it's a category that says printed paper pads. So that I did get entered. If you order during mini May event week and use the code MINI22, you'll get 20% off of it. And then the other thing that I added, which I was going to say tomorrow, but I'll just let you guys know tonight in case you're finalizing your order tonight. For the magic cards that we're doing tomorrow, they have the cute little mouse, the cute little bunnies, and the cute little chicks. Anyways, that is a limited edition thing from Impression Obsession. They're doing a cling set every month. It's only available during that month. So this was their April one. Well, we're now in May, so Impression Obsession doesn't have it on their website anymore. I have it though, so you can still get it from me. So this is the set where it's got the animals, or the bunnies, the mouse, the chicks, and some words, and then grass. So I have that on my website. It's on the class page. So it's on the class page, and you have to click on the magic card craft along, and then you get a choice, because we still have some kits left. So you can order the paper only kit, you can order the paper and the cling set, or you can order, like if you already ordered the paper, you can order just the cling set. So those you can get from me, and it's just going to be only going to be on there like today and tomorrow and probably Sunday, and then I'll take them off because Impression Obsession needs to know how many I need, because they're limited edition. So after that, then you can't get them. So, or some stores might have them too. So, but anyways, they're limited edition, that they're doing this special thing every month. So anyways, I used that set. So again, it's that set. It's on the class page, and you have to click on the magic card craft along, and then it's an option. So anyways, tonight though, we are doing our Waterfall Friday. So let's go down to the table. My mom is here answering questions.
Okay, you're down.
Okay. So we're down on the table like we normally are. We're doing Waterfall Friday. So we do have the waterfall inserts. Well, let's talk about one thing first. I forgot to say this when I was facing the camera. So for checking out, like some of you have been putting stuff in your basket all week long because we had our featured products on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I added another thing yesterday. So you can check out any time you want. Just use code MINI22 at checkout, and it is not supposed to take off for the specials. Okay, so the class page and the sale page, it doesn't take off for those, but then you get a 20% discount on all regular priced items. So you can check out anytime now through the end of tomorrow. So there you go. If you don't want to wait till tomorrow, if you know you want something from the magic card and you just want to put it in your basket today and check out, go ahead and do that today. Anyways.
Where can we find those printed paper pads?
Oh, they are on, so let's look at them really close here. Not really close, but they're two-sided, so there's 12 designs. They are on the bulk paper page, and then down at the bottom, it says printed paper pads in a box. So go all the way to the bottom of the bulk papers, and it says printed paper pads. So yeah, that's the printed paper pad. I'm going to do more. This was the one that I just started with. I wanted to see how it worked out, and I kind of like it. So yeah, I have another one started with all daisies, and then I have another birthday one started. So I'll be adding those. I just put the box there, so then you'll be able to find all paper pads in that one location. Right. I was going to put them under accessories, but that's kind of hard to find on my website. So bulk papers was pretty easy because it's at the top of the list. Oh, I'll probably put it on the slimline page too because they do fit the slimline cards. So Waterfall Friday. We have the waterfall insert, which we're going to be using. You can cut your own waterfall insert with the die. So the die does cut this piece exactly. So either or, you get 25 of them or you get the die. So we're using the pre-cut. And something that we're doing that's a little different is we're doing horizontal, which I did that once before. And we're also altering both of these waterfall inserts. This one I made a little bit shorter so you see more of the background. This one I made narrower because I used smaller squares than I normally use.
Somebody's having reception problems. I can't see who it is, but somebody is. Anybody else having reception problems?
So let us know if anyone's having reception problems. Let's see, I don't see who that is either. But it will be on YouTube. If you're having reception problems, this will be saved on YouTube, and you can always watch it on YouTube. And usually when actually it's streaming on YouTube right now. So if you want to go to YouTube, if you're having reception problems and want to go to YouTube right now, my YouTube channel, The Paper Cut INC, and you should be able to pick it up there too. Okay. So let's go on. We're going to start with this one. So we're going to start with the pink one. So pull out the kit that has the pink. And let's go through what you have in the kit first. You have an envelope. Set that aside. Don't need the envelope. You do need these little buggers, which I could have cut mine out ahead of time, but I didn't. So we're all cutting together. You have a slimline card. You have 3 white layers in here. So I just want to talk about your white layers. One white layer is for the inside of your card. If you want to go ahead and attach, so you have 2 that are the same size, 2 that are the same size, and 1 that's a little bit smaller. The one that's smaller, we're going to do our brush blending on. One of them that's the same size goes on the inside of the card. If you want to go ahead and slap that on the inside right away, you can. If you want to wait to put a sentiment on it and you're afraid that, if you screw up one side, then you can use the other side, then you can just, by all means, wait to do that. I'm just going to get it out of the way. The bigger of the 2 that are left, we're going to brush blend on one. So let's put our little card and our big layer off to the side. And we have the other pieces that we have 4 rectangles, which after we cut these out, they're going to layer together. We have our waterfall insert. We have a strip and a circle that are pink. And we have a little bag that has 2 brads in it and some butterflies. So don't lose those 2 brads. But let's go ahead and do our brush blending first. I always start out with my lightest color. When I brush blend, which you guys have all seen this because I do brush blending a lot, I like to hold it with my thumb behind the top, and I do circular motion to pick up the color, go circular motion on the paper, and then move it on your scratch paper, and then move it onto what you're brush blending. I don't start right on there. And I do push kind of hard. I was at a retreat 2 weekends ago where I actually did stamping. I actually was like a participant, and well, I did both. I hosted a make and take, but I also was a participant, so I got to do lots of different cards because everybody brought a card and they brought pieces for 46 people. And anyways, that was super fun. But some people are more ginger with the brush blend, where they don't push very hard. I like to actually pick up a good amount of ink on there, so I tend to put my thumb behind there and push down pretty hard, where I saw people, tapping it or just lightly doing it. So everybody has their own technique. That's mine. That's how I get nice vivid colors, is I do kind of push on it pretty hard. And re-ink. Now I did get a little line right there, but that's okay because I can go back to my yellow and I can blend my yellow over the top of that again, and then that'll kind of fade out. So I have my yellow, my orange. I did them in the row that my layers are going on there, so you're welcome to do them in whatever order you want to do. I should have re-inked this ink pad. Oh, I did. I do have a different pink that I like to use, but oh well. Oh well. You just kind of have to go for it sometimes. I am going to go back with my orange. Just darken that up a little bit. And then I'm going to do my purple last. My purple ink pad and my purple blending brush I'm going to leave out for tomorrow because I used that just as a background, a slight background around the mouse. And that I said was an optional thing, but tonight I'm gonna leave my pink, or my purple blending brush and my purple ink pad out for tomorrow. So if you're participating tomorrow and you wanna leave those out, go ahead. I also used my yellow just slightly, and I used my green for grass. So I'm gonna pull my green out for tomorrow already too. So we have this piece. We can go ahead and attach it to our white. So go ahead and attach that together. There's a slight layer all the way around, or a slight border. So yeah, right now in the paper industry, it's a little bit tough with paper. We're out of a lot of stuff. And just getting inventory. I've had papers that have been back ordered since last October. It's crazy. And then pricing, I'm sure you guys have noticed it. Pricing on envelopes, is up like 30%. So you've probably noticed a price increase on my website, and I apologize for that. But holy mackerel. Just what we're getting charged from our vendors, just the price increases. And last year they came multiple times. I can't keep up with them. So anyways, I don't increase prices just to increase prices. I only increase prices when our vendors super increase prices, which is what's going on in the paper industry right now. So sorry. Anyways, so let's go ahead and cut out these guys, and we're going to attach them to our rectangles. I left the rectangles a hair long, so you can trim the rectangle a little bit on, top to bottom if you want to. But I usually leave a little bit of white around. So, but yeah, so we are expecting new papers. It's just some of them are actually coming next week. Because most of the basis line is discontinued. So we do have some new papers coming. 40 of them are supposed to come. I think we're getting 12. So the other ones, who knows when, though. It'll be in stages. So we'll be able to show you guys some new papers periodically over the next few months. So I'd like it, in the perfect world, or pre all this crap that's going on, they would have come in all on the same shipment. Well, that doesn't happen anymore. And really, I feel lucky because we weren't affected by, the shortages until late last year, and now they're really hitting us. So late last year it started with a few, and now my back order list from my vendors is, I used to have like 1 or 2 back ordered for a week or two. Now I've got 20, 30 of them back ordered for months. So
Wow.
I know it's kind of really a bummer, but
Tougher than the building industry.
it's going to make me work outside the box, because all the ones that are back ordered are like my favorites. And if you don't know that, it's like all the festive colors, like raspberry. This one, we're totally out of. You can get it in cards, so you can get it in the slimline cards and the mini slimline cards, but 8.5 by 11, 12 by 12, nope, we don't have it. But anyways, so it's going to make me kind of hit some new colors that maybe you've never seen before, which could be a good thing. Making me think outside the box, or work outside of my comfort zone. Sometimes that's hard to do unless you're forced to do it. And yeah, I'm probably going to be forced to do it. Well, and then I'll have some new colors to work with eventually when they all get here. So anyways, I'm glad you all are joining me on a Friday night. I'm usually not here. So we'll do our 2 waterfall cards. We'll get you on your way in case you're going to other online. I know Stamplistic does their Friday night. I think they do their Friday night fan stir or something like that. So I totally get it if you have somewhere else to be. And you can always watch this. It'll be saved too. So I've
saved to YouTube and saved to your page.
Saved to YouTube, saved to this page, saved to my class page. In the beginning of the whole virtual thing, people weren't sure where to find us. Are you on the OOAK page? Are you on the volume page? Are you on your page? So now I just try and stream to as much as possible. But tomorrow will be specifically on the Crafters Classroom page, just to get everybody used to that. And it will be saved on my YouTube too, just because there's some people that are not on Facebook.
Yep, I gave them a link to
The Crafters Classroom? Or YouTube?
YouTube.
Okay. So
And
now...
no Fanster Friday tonight.
Oh, no Fanster Friday.
They're at a retreat.
Okay. So when you attach this on here, see how it's a little bit long on the bottom? You can go ahead and just lop that off. And it's totally up to you, but I did do like my pink butterfly on the pink. I did my purple dragonfly on the purple. I did the orange flower onto the orange, and I did the yellow flower onto the yellow. So I did pre-color these. If you want to add any color to them to jazz them up a little bit, add a glitter pen. Oh crap, I hate when I do that.
Sarah, can you talk again about your new wood papers?
Sure. The new printed papers, the first one is called Woods and Metals. We used it on the class last night. The size is slimline size, and I just started out with slimline size because I know there's not a whole lot of them out there, and so yeah, I just wanted to do something a little bit different because I know there's a ton of like 6x6 pads and 12x12s, and I didn't know how much demand there was for them, so I started with slimline. So it's 3.5 by 8.5, which is the size of a slimline card, of the regular one. There is a large slimline that's 4 by 9, so it would layer on that without cutting it down at all. They're two-sided. There's 12 designs, so you actually get 4 of each one. The bad thing with the two-sided, for me anyways, is that you lose one side. If you like both sides, you know, when you're taping it down, you're like, oh. In the class kit for the guy card, they were only one-sided because I had to print those, but in the book, they're two-sided. So, and it's 80-pound cardstock. So it is a nice, heavy paper.
So can you also talk again about when they have to check out their carts for the week?
Yep, you can check out anytime. You do have to check out by midnight tomorrow. But you can check out today if you want. If you're like, you know, I have everything I want. I have the wood and metal printed paper pad. Maybe I want the, oh, the phone is ringing. We're not going to answer it though. Or if you want to answer it, you can, Mom, but all right. If you want. Hopefully it's not somebody taking class. But anyways, you can check out anytime you want between now and tomorrow night. So just make sure to use the code MINI22 when you check out. Now you won't get the discount off of, you won't, oh, I'm missing one piece in here. I hope you guys are all missing the same piece I am. Rudness. Okay, hang on. So there is a yellow, does everybody have this yellow piece in theirs? I am missing mine. I hope my kit was the only one that it was missing from. But while you guys are still cutting and layering, I'm going to run and get myself because I do need to show you what to do with that. So I will be right back. I won't fall when I'm running. Thank you, Vicki. Have a good night. Thanks. Bye. Vicki Adams. Okay. Okay. So I'm back. So if we look at our waterfall insert, let's just look at that for a minute. We're going to need the spring. If you are missing a piece, please email me at info at thepapercut.com. And I apologize. I was just saying yesterday how we haven't really had any missing pieces lately until I'm missing a piece from mine today. So anyways, we need these pieces right here along with our waterfall insert. So on our waterfall insert, there's 1, 2, 3 scores. Okay, if you fold in half, this piece with the arm is the front. So we are going to end up attaching this pink piece onto there. Okay.
Don't run with scissors.
Yeah, I didn't run with scissors. And when I cut this pink piece, I cut it a little bit short. So we do have to alter 2 things on this just because I cut that a little bit short. But if I hold this up to this card, see how much longer this back piece is than this front? We're going to alter the length of it here. So let's go ahead. We're going to fold on this really quick first.
Question?
Yes.
Do you not carry a A2 fossil horizontal step card anymore?
We do. I will hook you to the A2 horizontal step card.
A2 horizontal
It
step.
should be on there. I can't get you to it right now, but I can link you to it, or my mom can try and find it. If you just type in the word horizontal into the search bar, Mom,
Okay.
and then
thank
click
you.
on them. So anyways, if you fold in half, so that's a mountain fold. Now we're just going to mountain fold on the rest of the scores. So see, we didn't fold them on top of each other. We just kind of bent on the scores, and we're kind of making this motion right here, because that's what causes the waterfall. That's your waterfall. Okay, so, but you can kind of flatten it back out. We just kind of needed it. And those were the 4 scores we folded on. We folded on the one, then we folded on the next, the next, the next, and that gave us the waterfall motion.
Oh, they were looking for the fossil. It doesn't look like you have that in a fossil.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll have to look at that.
Okay.
Okay. Write me a note,
All right.
please. Pretty
You
please. Okay. So we are going to start with this piece that when I measured it off my actual sample. And when I did it short. So we're going to attach it and see how there's white on the bottom part here. And I go flush up to this edge. So do it centered on there. Attach it, but attach it flush up to this edge right here. And then we're going to end up trimming this off.
Who is that Facebook user who wants to know about the fossil?
Yeah. We can't see some of the usernames depending on what page you're on. So if you can tell my mom your name if you were looking for the fossil. So center this left to, or center it on the arm. Center it here. I'm not totally centered. I'm close enough. And enter and flush to this edge. And then just take and trim this little bit off. And I'm just going to use a scissors. If you have a personal paper trimmer, go ahead and use that. I think I made this pink piece a little bit long, so I think there's a little wiggle room there. So I'm not going to worry about it. Now, see how it's still too long? We're not going to do any trimming yet, but we're first going to take this spring piece, and we have our score right here. We're going to attach it kind of flush up to that score and then moving down. Well, actually, don't attach it yet because we're going to just do a quick trim first. We're going to trim that off. I'm going to leave a little bit of white space. So you're just going to line up the edge of your spring piece with your score, and then you're just going to trim that shorter. And I didn't attach it yet because I am going to take my pink circle and I'm going to sandwich that in there, and I'm going to tell you why I'm going to do that. But so you're going to take now your pink circle, attach it, only put tape on half, and that piece, that pink circle is sandwiching in between. And the reason we do that is because when this pulls up and down, sometimes if your circle's attached to the back or to the front, if it's attached to the back, it'll get caught right here on that lip. If it's attached to the front, you'll get caught right here. To alleviate that, you can, so say you have your circle attached right here, you can take a piece, and I've used this trick before, just a piece of Scotch tape over the top of it, and that will help so it slides past and it doesn't get stuck on that lip. But if you can ever sandwich that, that works great. So we're putting tape on half of our circle. Did you get a name, Mom?
No, not yet.
No, we can go back and we can look
Oh,
at.
Diane McAtura.
Okay. I'll look at that, Diane. Because, yes, I thought we did have them in the fossil.
Diana McAtura.
And it's nice when you guys ask, and then I go, yeah, that should be there. And then all of a sudden, bam, it's not there. And then I'm like, ooh, I need to get that online. That happened with the Ice Silver cardstock. Nancy Cloud was looking for it, and she thought she was losing her mind. And it actually, I forgot to reactivate it. It was one of our stocks that was out for quite a while. So now we have this piece that's going to pull up and down, up and down. So now, this is what we're looking at. We're going to attach our rectangles. So rectangle 1, rectangle 2, rectangle 3, and rectangle 4. You're going to put tape below each score, below each score, below each score, below each score. And then you attach the bottom one first. So we attach the purple one, then we attach the pink one, then we attach the orange one, and then we attach the yellow one. So lay them out in front of you, just like that. And now you're going to go ahead and, just like I have on mine, tape below each score and then attach number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. Number 1, or 1 row of tape, 2 row of tape, 3 row of tape, and more, and 4 row of tape. Now we're going to go ahead and attach. Now don't attach it past the score. So you only want to put it right up to the score. Don't attach it over it, just go right up to it. And make sure there's no tape hanging out. Like I can feel on the back of my little guy here that there's tape hanging out. You don't ever want exposed adhesive. If your wing is hanging off right here, just take a scissors and snip that off. Are you yawning over there, Mom? Are you yawning over there?
Yeah, I'm yawning. You wouldn't think I would be after taking a nap this afternoon.
So we're going to have to wait to get Winnie home last night because she was sick of being here. We're going to have to get Mom home tonight so she can get to bed. And I've got the grandbaby for the day tomorrow.
So
he's not coming here with us.
But he's coming tomorrow, not tonight, right?
No, he's not coming tonight. He's coming tomorrow. Okay.
He is our very bestest weirdo. Ask Leah.
Yeah. There's a picture of him where he was pulling his hat over his face while they were stroller riding. So anyway, so you should have this.
He's learned at a very young age it's okay to be weird.
Yeah.
And he's weird in a Justice-in way, Bogenschutz way. Good for him.
Okay, so now you never put adhesive on this piece right here. Never, never. And if you notice, I waited to attach this to the card front because we need to stick this piece on with brads. Oh, I do have extra room here. That's good. And I kind of made it where it overlaps, in between colors. But you can do it however you want. I do have a little bit of pink showing. Oh, Sarah, you should have cut that a little bit smaller. And it should not really matter. So I don't even know why I'm doing this because it was like minuscule. So anyways, so now to attach this on, and I'll show this a couple times. You never put tape on the back of here. What you're going to do is you are going to punch holes. Let me put a little dot there. So we're going to punch a hole right here, and we're going to punch a hole right here, and it's going to go through all of your layers. So if it's easiest for you to just punch it through this layer first, and you can use a hole punch.
Crocodile?
You can use the crocodile. I don't think it has a little bit bigger of a hole punch. You can use a Japanese screw punch. I like to use that. Or if you have neither of those, you could also use, one day I was desperate in here and I didn't have a Japanese screw punch, so I did take my really sharp scissors. Don't cut yourself. And I did do that, and I punched my hole. Or some tweezers have a really sharp point to them, or a paper piercing tool. So however you need to punch your hole, you can punch your hole. Now, you can punch it through all layers at a time if you would like. If you want to hold it in place, you can punch through all of your layers, or you can just punch through these top layers, and then you can punch through the rest. Put it where it goes and then punch through the rest. But you need to attach it to your piece.
Definitely not OSHA approved, Deb Eastwood.
Yeah. So I'm not encouraging bad behavior, but I'm just saying a girl's got to do what a girl's got to do to get those holes punched if you don't have a good punch, or if you just don't want to go in the other room and get it. But take your brads out. So you have butterflies. You can dump all your little butterflies and your brads out. Just don't lose them. They came in these cute little bags. Becky put them in the cute little bags for you so you didn't lose them. But now you put your little brads through there. And you bend the prongs back. Ooh, Sarah, don't drop it. I've got sniblets on the floor. I might not find it.
Oh, probably not, huh?
Or it would fall in my garbage can that's right underneath me. And sometimes I'll take my screw punch and I'll just give those a little whack just to flatten them out nice and flat. But now you can take your scissors and you can just trim that off to match. So that's why it didn't matter that you were perfectly centered, because we get to trim it anyways. Now you can attach this to your card front. So now we can take our adhesive and attach it to our card front. And then you can take a little bit of glue or a dot roller and attach those butterflies. I think she gave you 5 of them. And just attach those wherever you would like. Now don't put them like over anything that's going to get in the way of, so that's why I put them down here, and I also did put one there. So yeah, just attach your butterflies wherever you want, and you get 1 extra bonus butterfly. You could even use foam tape to attach your butterflies if you wanted to. I didn't, I just used a little bit of glue. And oh, she might have given you 6 butterflies. Mine had 6 in it. Maybe I was missing that other piece and I got 6 butterflies. Or maybe she gave everybody 6 butterflies. Oops, don't get that wing. There we go. Okay. So there's our one. So I'm going to put that one away. And now we can go ahead and move on to our blue one. And this one should be, I wouldn't say it's going to be really quick because we do have to make our alteration. Oops. Hang on a second.
Oh, on
Okay.
the floor.
Yeah, pull out your blue. Pull out your blue kit. That's our birthday one. I do keep all the cards I do. I need to scan my cards sometimes for like birthday cards, or my son comes in and scans on my cards for his friends. So in this kit, now in this one the brads are just laying at the bottom. So you might want to dump those brads out and put them off to the side so they don't get lost. There we go. All right, so we have our envelope. Mini slimline envelopes, you do get some colored ones, or we do have the festive variety. My favorite colors that we're almost out of. And I'm going to have to work with other stuff. But anyways, we do have the mini slimline festive variety envelopes and the festive variety cards.
Sarah, do you have any more of those card kits available?
The waterfall card. Okay, this is the deal with the waterfall card kit.
Okay.
I am out of them, but I did have, I've got a couple people that are on a list in case we do another batch of them. So if I get like a dozen people that want these, then, you know, we'll do another batch. You know, I'd rather do more than just 1 or 2 than, so. Anyways, if you want one, message here or email me. Email's probably better. And let me know if you want one. And if we have time next week and can do some more kits, we will do those for you and we'll let you know. So I do have a list started of some peeps that do want
Tracy
that.
Turner.
Okay. So first of all, you have 2 pieces of white. One goes on the inside of your card. And one, you're going to attach this blue piece too. So we'll just go ahead and do that right away. So we're not doing the brush blending this time. This time it is pre-stamped. So you can go ahead and attach that. Now we're going to move on to our squares. So, and this is one of our die sets, this square, and I normally use a bigger square. So that's why we're altering this one, is because normally the size square I use is a little bit bigger and it covers this whole thing. So I used the next size down because I liked how it fit with the stamps that I was using. So that's why we're going to alter this. We're going to alter the actual insert to make it narrower. But we're going to start out with just trimming our birthday stamps, and then you're going to attach each square onto the blue and you're going to trim that. See how there's 3 layers on here? There's the yellow, there's the blue, and then there's the stamped one. So let's get my scissors out. This is a pretty quick trim as opposed to the other one because it's mostly just a square. But I do leave a little bit of white space around it. So yeah, pretty quick trim here. Just trim around. Leave a little bit of white space. And then you've got these 2 pieces of blue. You'll attach them to that and again give it a quick trim. So, did I ever finish saying about checking out that you just need to check out sometime today or tomorrow your cart that you've been saving all week long? Enter the code mini22 because anything that's not like on the sale page is 20% off. So it's basically a site-wide sale because all the sale page stuff is already, you know, pretty deeply discounted, with the exception of the class kits. Those aren't on sale. But then the rest of the site items are on sale. 20% if you enter the code mini22. And we will combine those orders with the comment sold orders. If you placed a comment sold order, you can click on the shipping drop down and hit add on. And if you think you already paid a lot in shipping already, you can always select pick up at warehouse, and if you do owe, then I will contact you. We can always work it that way too. So 2 squares per blue piece. And then you're going to just give it another quick little trim. And then that's going to attach to the colored. And you can do them in any order. I think I'll do them in the order that I did on the sample, but it doesn't really matter. This is a balloon. That's present. But I did this at my event, and yeah, people were like, what is that? It's the balloon. All right, so now more taping, more taping, more taping, more taping. Yes, the sale stuff and the regular price stuff can all go in the same cart. You can check it out all at one time. There's a few of you that had stuff in your cart before I made an adjustment, so there's a few of you that might get a slight discount on some of the sale stuff. That was my mistake. It's a bonus for you, and you might not even notice it if you have other stuff in your cart too. But I had somebody that only had sale stuff in their cart, and it gave them the discount. But that was my mistake before I noticed a setting. So anyways, okay, so keep attaching those. But yes, check out just one cart if you can. If you could check out multiple carts, I do look at them while I'm entering. And if you have 2, 3, 4 orders, because you just felt like checking out every day, that's fine. I combine them, so it's no big deal. So right now, let's go to have these pieces in front of you and your little Make-A-Wish. So right now, if I laid these pieces on here, you're gonna see the white, which we don't wanna see the white. So what we're gonna do is I trimmed this part of and then you can do it two ways. So don't just start hacking away yet. You can do it one of two ways. You can either, and you want it about this width or a little bit less, okay? Because that's about how wide you want it, is the width of this piece, or less. So you can either take a scissors or a personal paper trimmer, trim all the way here, and obviously I did not do a very straight line. That's okay. Trim, and then trim over. So I'm just going to show you. You don't have to do it because I'm going to show you another way also.
Sarah.
Yes.
Let's see.
And
Misty Barlow said she had the kit in her cart but didn't check out fast enough, and I said, yes, we have her name on your list of those who want those kits that you're making.
You put her name down?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
And she said, how do we do that? It's okay.
It's okay, Misty. I will contact you when we're making up the kit. So you don't worry about paying for it right now. It probably disappeared from your cart because when we ran out of these, it might have, I think I deleted it and it booted them out of the carts.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't think there were a whole ton of them, but we'll put you on the list. I'll just contact you for payment, either PayPal or credit card. So don't worry about paying for it. We have you on the list. We'll get you taken care of. So anyways, you can cut it like this, or the other option is to take and just cut it in half straight down the middle, and then you have two of them. So when I cut it like this, I just threw the pieces that were right here away. If I cut it straight down the middle, then I now have two waterfall pieces. And I'm going to show you the difference. So this is totally up to you which way you want to do it. And if you're still deciding, the difference is when you just trim it, you have this, I call this an arm, okay? And we have a yellow scallop piece. Hang on a second. I can't believe it. I'm missing two pieces. Oh, no, I'm not. It's in here. I was like, what is going on? So I call this an arm, and we're just going to cover that up with this. If you do it the other way, where you take and you cut your insert in half, and you're going to put one side away to use for a different card, then you don't have the full arm. And that's okay, because we cover it up anyways. So you can even trim this little guy off of there, and you'll just attach your yellow piece to right there. So it's up to you. You're going to trim your waterfall insert, either trim a little bit off of each side, so you have your full arm, you just made this piece narrower, or trim it totally in half, and you can cut that off. But we're going to either attach our arm here, or you'll attach your arm centered. You'll attach your yellow piece centered, and it'll only attach to one arm piece, but it'll be centered. So either way, this is what you're going to do. You're going to trim it and then attach your yellow scallop piece to your arm, or you're going to cut it in half and attach your yellow scallop piece centered. And I did that specifically so you don't see the white background, because I'm using something smaller than I normally use. And it doesn't matter if it's even straight right here, because we're going to end up covering that up. So go ahead and attach your yellow scallop to either your full arm or your half arm, whichever you prefer. I'm going to just use this one. And if I'm using this one, I'm centering this. So this is what you should have right now. Oh, I have to pull out my, hang on a second. I had a bunch of, like, I have this whole thing of pieces. So let me find a, oh no, I don't have a circle. I just have the pull here, so I'm not missing anything. Okay. So right now we're going to fold just like we did last time. We fold it in half, and then we do a mountain fold, a mountain fold, and a mountain fold. And then this is our little waterfall piece. We're going to lay it down in front of us. Okay, now this is kind of open, so we're on the longer section. And we're going to attach this piece that says pull here. Now we're going to lay this down and just make sure, if you go all the way up to this end, if you go all the way up to your score right there, you might cover, oh no, you don't. But let's just lay this out. Yeah, that works too. So you can trim this little bit off of here. You can either pull this out and it'll be a little bit longer, or you can push that all the way up to your score, and then you can again trim that little bit off there. So up to you. This piece can either go right up to that score right there, or you can pull it out and make it level with the edge right here. Either way, line it up with the score or line it up with the edge. So put tape on it. Now remember, if this is narrow, don't put tape, just put tape down the middle of it. And I'm going to line it up kind of right to my score, because then I know I have it straight, maybe. And if you do have a little bit hanging off there, you can just take and snip it. Okay, so now we're at our front. So now this is when you're going to attach your squares. So put your squares in whatever order you want to attach them. And again, you're going to put tape below the score, below the score, below the score, below the score, and then attach number 1, then attach number 2, then attach number 3, then attach number 4. So tape. Now your tape is much shorter than it was the first time we did this, because remember we made our insert narrower. And we did that just so we didn't see this, you know, the white part, because I used a smaller shape right here. So yeah, I know I've done waterfall cards before, but we just altered them a little bit to fit what we wanted to do. We bent them to our will. We bent the waterfall insert to the paper crafter's idea. Okay, so there we are again with our waterfall. Choo 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 choo. Now we're going to attach it. Now again, I kind of did, you know, a separation, and we're going to cover that up with our yellow scallop piece. So wherever you want. And we're going to punch our holes. Safety first. Don't punch a hole in your finger, but whatever way you need to get your holes there, you just go for it. Yes?
Nothing.
Oh.
I bit my tongue.
Okay. But yeah, safety. So if you're using a scissors,
Safety
don't
first.
cut yourself. Be very careful. I'm using a Japanese screw punch. And I went through all of my layers at one time. Then the brads that I didn't lose, I'm attaching.
Good girl.
So So yes, if you want to get on a list for a Waterfall Friday class, just email, or my mom's taking names right now. But if you do it a few days from now, I probably won't see it. So tonight, she's writing them down, but otherwise email me at info@thepapercut.com. So there, our waterfall.
Nice.
So now sometimes when I have, because I have put layers up here, I'll put just a little bit of foam tape, on either side of this piece that's pulling up and down, just so if I do have layers right here, they don't get stuck. I don't do that very often because they'll get stuck right there. So now this just attaches right onto our card. And this is our insert for inside.
Can you put me on the list? Sure, Tammy, I'll put you on the list. I've got you on the list. I do have you on the list already. Marianne Williams. Yes, I do have you on the list. If Sarah can read my writing.
Yeah, I will. Okay, so now we're done with that one. Pretty not painful.
Kay Richards said she talked with you the other day.
Yep, I've got her note on. Put her on the list anyways, just in case.
Kay Richards.
Because sometimes notes get lost in translation. But it was you and there's another gal that wanted to be on the list. You guys started the list, Kay.
Yeah, please get 2.
Yep.
Misty, 2.
So yeah, tonight we did the waterfall.
Okay, Misty, I got you down for 2.
All right. So tomorrow we will see anybody, or hopefully everybody, for the Crafters Classroom. And otherwise, thank you for joining me tonight for our Waterfall Friday. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow. So thanks, guys. Have a great